podcast so bright. I need to wear shades. Welcome to How Do We Human? It's the podcast where we overanalyze all the weird and uncomfortable micro moments in life. I'm one of your hosts, Evan Cox.
I'm one of your hosts, Chris Binning.
And that was a doozy of a rendition of Future So Bright. Gotta wear shades. You looked puzzled, probably because I sang it in a weird way.
Yeah, that would be probably the most puzzling thing about it.
Great. Today we are talking sunglasses. We thought we might. We said we might.
we thought we might.
And here we are doing it well. But before we peek through them shades, them blue blockers. Oh, Chris.
Mm-hmm.
How are you doing? I said, "Oh, Chris," and it sent me into a Christopher Walken, but I don't do a Christopher Walken, so that was a blind shot.
It's tragic. Have you been working on your Malkovich or your Goldblum or your Bateman?
No, Of course not. They're gone.
They're dead to me.
This is me, John Malkovich.
You know what, Evan? I'm doing fine.
Ooh.
As far as COVID goes, I still have a bit of a cough. Supposedly I could have a bit of a cough for months, but my COVID sickness has been replaced by, I believe, food poisoning that I got to experience at 1:45 this morning.
Awesome.
Loved it. It's mostly over. It just was a bad way to start the day or end the previous day, depending on how you want to look at it.
It's like nobody likes getting food poisoning, but if you are going to get sick, it's generally a quick one, unless it kills you.
Yeah. Well, then usually
but
that's pretty fast too.
Soon.
Yeah.
Like this whole COVID waiting game.
I do want to give a little update.
Great.
On something that we talked about, I believe, I could be wrong, because we've had several episodes kind of related to this. I believe this was in episode 69, Eating Out. In which I mentioned I have never been given free things by the restaurant.
Yes! A big deal.
I went out to dinner with my girlfriend and her family, and we went to this sushi restaurant, and we received a free appetizer of some like sweet peppers and free green tea ice cream for dessert.
Lovely.
What the fuck? Why has this never happened to me before?
This happens. You just gotta go to the... Well, you tend to just go to Doghouse over and over again.
Well, yeah, so I as a regular, they should...
You would think, but
they
I
should
appreciate
appreciate
their name
me.
on the podcast. They associate you with me now.
Yeah, that must be what it is.
Nothing for you.
Yeah.
That's great. I'm glad. And hey, don't let me spoil it if this is happening. I thought you were going to say that's what gave you food poisoning.
No, this was it's possible that I got COVID at that restaurant, but because this was many moons ago.
Ooh.
I am really struggling to figure out what could have given me food poisoning, if we really
I hate that.
If we want to talk about this, because I thought maybe it was some ice cream I had. Maybe the ice cream had gone bad. But I checked the expiration date today, and it's not supposed to go bad for another year or something like that.
Damn.
I think August of 2023 is when it says it would go bad. But
rascally ice cream.
Yeah, because I can't think of anything else that I had that it could have been.
Could always be the most common culprits: produce. Veggies or fruits. People don't always wash their hands after they pick them. People touching them in the store. You can get some bacteria in you.
I guess it could have been, I had an apple.
Hey.
I washed it beforehand. and I have had apples because I buy the bag of apples.
Yeah, keep
Um,
all the doctors away.
yeah. Um, and I've had apples from that bag before.
Mm.
So it's very suspicious. I will say that it could be because like this doesn't seem like a food poisoning thing. Because at first when I went to bed, I was like, I kind of have a stomach ache, but I'm pretty sure it's because I ate that entire bag of M&Ms that's like 9 servings, and I ate it all at once.
Yeah. People don't always
Um,
wash their hands when they're picking M&Ms out of the
right
ground
off the
either.
vine.
Yeah.
Um, they do exist. I So yeah, I don't know what it could have been.
Hmm.
And that's upsetting because I will
I'm
need to eat
sorry.
something at some point
Yeah.
today, and most of the foods that I have available are what I ate yesterday.
Nice. Well, all I can say is thank you for at least telling us about them apples.
Thank you. How'd you like them?
You know, sounded like they didn't agree with you, so I like them a little bit less, but I gotta say, I still like apples. I recently discovered how much I enjoy a little kid snack.
Uh-huh.
Green apples, slice them, dip them in peanut butter.
Hey,
What a
you and me
trip!
both.
This shit's good.
Yeah.
I didn't
Yeah.
know.
It's a good time for sure.
It's a great
I only
snack.
buy the green apples, so
Ooh.
I understand
The-
your newfound fascination.
Not to bring the M&Ms back into it, but do you consider those the sexy apples? The sexy
Oh,
green
because of the
apples.
green. Yeah,
Yeah, it's a sexy
yeah.
green
I like to
M&M.
imagine. Well, I mean, first of all, they're called Granny, so already
Yeah,
we've
hot.
gendered them. Already hot. So yeah.
Cool.
I like to imagine my Granny Smith apples in some stilettos
Who is
that have now
Granny
been
Smith?
changed to sensible heels.
Hey. Oh, okay. I haven't been keeping up.
The woke mob be coming for my sexy M&Ms. Um, I am, of course, although that is a thing that did change in the M&M Corporation. I want to make it clear that my opinion on it is a joke because the person who had a real opinion on it is Tucker Carlson, and I'd rather not be associated.
Yeah, that's fair.
This is that same day that I got the free desserts. I was going to save this for another episode, but since
Hey,
I've
knock him out.
organically brought Tucker Carlson into this podcast, we were driving home from getting dinner with her family, and I'm fairly certain that another driver had his phone mounted on the windshield and was watching Tucker Carlson.
Oh no.
And I hate that for a multitude of reasons. Like, it just seems very dangerous for
Yeah.
the driver to be watching TV. And it seems very dangerous for a human being to be watching Tucker Carlson. Evan, how you
Well,
doing?
real quick, we're never gonna get to the episode. Maybe
Great.
we should do this sometimes. Just a how you doing episode. But that reminded me. I tried and failed. I mean, I guess I could just make that the how you doing. But I got too many stories this week.
You're doing so many things.
I was trying to take a Lime scooter somewhere.
Mm.
They've updated these scooters. They now have a holder for your phone. And I'm like, theoretically, I assume the idea is so you can have a map up or something.
Yeah.
But that's not what people are going to use them
No.
for. They're going to use them to die.
Do you think of those as the sexy scooters, by the way?
I kind of do. That's why I always take them. I'm a horn dog. But I'm doing well.
Great.
You asked, right?
I did.
I'm not crazy. Yeah, I actually do have too many things to say, so I'm gonna stuff them all in here. I just got 2 things. You said plenty, so this is my time.
Great.
Just real quick update because I had that shitty experience with the new Signature Select brand of orange slices, which are bad now. I'm a big tomato soup fan,
Mm-hmm.
and I got it going back to the other day with my oyster crackers. Love a good oyster cracker.
Yeah.
Signature
Out on
Select.
the farm with my cractor.
Oh, you know it. They've updated their oyster crackers. They're also bad. What is happening, Vaughn slash Safeway? It's getting to the point where I'm gonna have to start avoiding the store brand, which I love the store brand, but as soon as I see that updated packaging, I'm like, well, something's bad here.
Hey, not to be like, hey, that reminds me of something else that's not the topic of the
Let's
episode.
keep it rolling,
I,
rolling.
so you are somebody who buys are you buying the store brand to support the corporation, or are
Of
you
course.
buying the store brand because it's normally cheaper?
Yeah, because it's cheaper. Also, I'm concerned that we've summoned both Tucker Carlson and Fred Durst. I don't know. This is maybe bad vibes for the start of this episode.
This is the cursed episode.
The cursed episode.
My girlfriend and I, now that we live together, sometimes one of us goes to the store and is
Okay.
like, hey, do you want me to pick up anything? And
Classic living together.
yeah, here's the thing is I always buy the name brand and she always buys
Ooh,
the store brand
interesting.
because I like high quality stuff and she
Yeah.
likes to spend less money.
She likes garbage.
I mean, there's definitely been some stuff that she's bought where I'm like, why would you buy this?
You've moved since our last grocery episode. Is this still a
True.
Ralph's or where you at?
We go to I go to Ralph's for most things, but we live near this place called Super King Market that has super cheap produce. So we
Hell
get like the
yeah.
produce from there and then we get most of the other stuff from Ralph's.
That's good stuff. Quality.
Yeah. But like
Yeah.
peanut butter, for example, right? I'm a choosy mom, and so I choose
You
Jif.
choose Jif?
Yes, of course
You
I choose
maniac.
Jif.
Never. I'm a Skippy boy, but I've also
Oh.
stopped with the more sugary side of peanut butter because I'm
Sure.
just peanut butter obsessed, and I can't. I can't anymore.
Yeah.
Like I said last time, I'm taking a little break from sugar, but you get used to the non-sweetened peanut butter, and life's fine. I'm doing well.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a tough one. It's tough when you realize, like, well, I can't just tell my partner that you have to get.
Yeah, you
Jif.
shopped wrong. Yeah.
You shop for me now.
But it is like you've seen me have Jif in the cupboard all the time.
Yeah.
And you're gonna come in here with Kroger peanut butter?
Yeah.
Come on.
Come on.
Come on.
Come on. Skippy. That's where it's at. Anyways, how am I doing?
Should we do a peanut butter episode?
Yeah. I can make that happen. It's another big part of my life.
Peanut butter bracket?
Are there that many types of peanut butter? Because I feel like we'd end up having to try all of these peanut butters,
Sure.
which sounds like an expensive outing and a sticky-mouthed day. But the story I'm here to say, it's like I know I need to just back out of this and call that how you doing and save this for next time. But that always happens, and I'm about to travel. Like
you're
God
gonna
knows
get stories.
I'm coming back with stories, so I'll make this quick.
Leave room in your suitcase.
The bottom, I live on a hill, and the bottom of the hill, there's a very busy street down there.
Yes.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
I'm going to the store because it's all we do. I go to the grocery store and I get to that intersection and it's a stop sign my way. And then the other way, it's free going traffic. And this guy, there's a car, like a, what do you call it, an SUV, parked to my right along the street, on the side of the street.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, well, there's my clearing, time to go. Look left, look right. All of a sudden, this guy's, the white backup lights come on, meaning he's going in reverse. So I'm like, well, and I stop. And he starts going, and then he stops, and then I just stop completely so that he could do whatever the fuck he's trying to do. And this fucking guy backs across the intersection to park on the other street and is furious with me the whole time, waving his arms in the air, screaming obscenities at me. And I, you know what, I took it upon myself to just be the calm person in this situation,
Yeah.
and just let it go. But I'm like, I sure as shit wanted to park my car and just walk over and be like, what was that?
Yeah. Explain
Why
yourself.
was that okay? Explain
Yeah.
yourself. You just went backwards through a very busy intersection to go from one parking spot to a different parking spot. I need to know your reasoning and why I'm the villain in your story.
Yeah. And
It
while
was
we're here,
mind-blowing.
sir, do you think Granny Smith apples are the sexiest apple?
You know what would make a Granny Smith apple sexier?
I want to say
Come on.
I want to say something, but I know it's going to propel us into the episode, and I don't know if I
Come
want to keep
on.
delaying
You
things.
know.
Sunglasses.
Yeah. Big old cat eye sunglasses. You wear sunglasses. Well, before I get that answer,
Yeah, you got another.
before you say anything, I want to say more things.
Yeah, okay.
I've noticed. I would wear sunglasses all the time in Seattle. I still will wear sunglasses when I'm driving, etc. I've generally noticed people in Los Angeles just don't. A lot of people do not wear sunglasses, and it'll be bright as fuck, and the sun will be right in their eyes, and no one is bothered by it. And that's mysterious to me. You, sir, grew up in a sunny ass place.
Yeah.
What's happening? Do you wear them? Are your eyes super powered?
Yeah, I mean, I haven't worn them in a long time, but
Interesting.
I like to wear them. But wearing sunglasses for me means I'd have to put contacts in, and I just don't feel like doing it most of the time.
Hey, can't you get prescription sunglasses?
You can, but I don't want those.
Come on.
You
That just
know?
remind me that I had when I was
Then
a
I gotta
kid.
have 2 pairs of glasses.
Yeah, it is.
Or I've got to get the transition ones, and I don't like those.
Well, I was gonna say I had the transition ones for a while when I was a youngster. They're interesting. They transition a little slower than you would hope, so it's kind of
Yes.
awkward.
Which is what I
walking
don't
into a
like about
building.
it. Yeah.
Just being one moment.
One moment, please. Powering down.
Your other option, of course, the flip ups.
Oh, yeah.
Those are
Has
pretty
anybody
cool.
worn one of those in the last
I think
10
so.
years?
I'm going out on a limb. Listeners, let me know if I'm wrong. A lot of this episode is going to be me talking about fashion. I think those are back in fashion, which is weird.
Okay.
But I think I've seen the youth wearing flippy sunglasses.
That's wild, because I don't... Those feel like... And I guess these are kind of in fashion a little bit, too. But I feel like I associate that with, like, the fanny pack.
Sure.
Which is...
Yeah.
Sure, it is practical. I can't
Totally
argue that. It just seems unfashionable.
Yeah. But if I feel like with the youngsters, there's a combo of, there was a big thing of like, we're actively looking unfashionable, like the Visco girl trend, where it's like we're wearing bands around our arms and goofy ponytails and weird shit. And then that's transitioned into like just functionality over style. And I don't know, maybe, and hey, I might be making this up. How many young people am I looking at in a day? I don't know.
We are gonna need that answer.
I'll run the numbers. But so a part of why I wanted to do this episode when you said sunglasses is that I need sunglasses, and I'm at a crossroads of, like, I've always bought cheap sunglasses because I always break them. I always buy aviators because I feel like I have a big old face, and that's good for big faced people. But the other day was mine and Jocelyn's 2-year anniversary. And
wow.
we went out on the town.
What a long, strange trip it's been.
Tell me about. Well, we wrote in each other's yearbooks.
We wrote hags,
See you next summer. But so we got a little gussied up. We went out to the Pantages to see Moulin Rouge. We went to a little steakhouse. We're like, let's, not go crazy, but she'll wear a dress. I'll wear a button-up shirt. I'm wearing one now, but I wore a nicer one then.
How do you like your steak? Do you like it to be a little rouge in the middle?
Oh, yeah. Me love rouge. Me love rouge. That's the Moulin Rouge parody of How I Had My Steak.
Yeah, great.
And yes, of course, a nice medium rare. But so you might have heard, we've been in a pandemic.
What?
I don't go out a lot. A lot of us hadn't for a long time. Some years passed where we weren't really going places. And I found myself dressed up with a place to go, and it still being in LA and being like 90 fucking degrees out. And I'm like, I need to wear sunglasses. Yeah. But these are cheap, shitty sunglasses. These don't look good. I know they don't look good. What do I do? And it sent me down, like, searching what is hip? What are popular types of sunglasses for men nowadays? And they're crazy. They look so different than any other sunglass I've ever worn in my life. I don't know.
Interesting. I have not looked into this at all. So what kind of sunglasses are we talking about here? Is it like the...
They're kind of
like Geordie LaForge, eye bands.
That'd be fun. No, the everywhere I looked, the number one answer, they're kind of like thicker framed, with like a colored frame, like a light brown frame or a white frame. And just shaped a lot smaller than I normally wear, but not so small that they're like a Morpheus glasses. We only have movie references,
right?
Somewhere between a Geordie LaForge
and a Morpheus.
Yeah.
Okay, you can look up I can on your see end, it now.
Look up on your end, like modern. Fashionable men's sunglasses.
Modern fashionable men's sunglasses.
See what comes up for you.
Okay, I mean, they kind of look like aviators, but like with a frame around them. Is what I am seeing.
I'm seeing some of those too, but that's not the. Let me see if I can find a site that was specifically leading me in that direction. I guess kind of like the shape of. Here's perfect. The upgraded classics.
I've never been accused of being fashionable, but a lot of these look ugly. Why would I buy this?
And this is where I kind of landed. So the main, I don't know. I guess this is a company called Diff, DIFF, Cody, CODY. Look that up.
Diff
Cody sunglasses.
Okay.
And that is the style that's like, yep.
Okay, sure.
I can see these on other people and be like, that looks great. I don't get it in terms of me. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So I see, they're like aviator sized, but Morpheus styled.
kind of, but with thicker frames.
So thick.
They're definitely, I'd say, shorter than not as tall as aviators,
Sure.
but
It's
yeah,
like on Photoshop if you took Morpheus's sunglasses and scaled them up.
warp, yeah,
Yeah, and then that's what's fashionable now.
warp
Who else wears sunglasses in
drive.
movies? Men in
Sunglasses in
Black.
movies. Oh yeah, those
Um,
always look like really cheap plastic sunglasses.
sure
to
did.
me. But I have a feeling they were probably Ray-Bans, which, let's be honest, kind of look like cheap plastic sunglasses to
Yeah.
me.
Ray-Bans, Oakleys.
Yeah.
Breakfast at Tiffany's, of course. She wears sunglasses.
Hey, that's true.
Is this interesting?
Call Me by Your Name. I don't remember sunglasses, but it was very bright in that movie, so I'm sure they were.
I'm gonna Google "Call Me by Your Name" sunglasses. Hey, guess what?
Sunglasses?
They were wearing sunglasses.
Yeah! Cool ones?
They look like regular sunglasses. I mean, I'm sure that they were fancy, but they look like.
I want to look and be like Army Hammer as much as I possibly can.
Yeah, well, if you're gonna have to stop shopping at the store for your food needs, allegedly. I'd like to talk about purchasing sunglasses.
Ugh, so would I.
When it comes to purchasing sunglasses,
Yes.
I find it very difficult to be able to accurately judge what looks good on my face. I need another opinion most of the time. But the other problem is I don't really have to do this when I buy regular like glasses, but when I buy sunglasses, I feel like I need to make faces in the mirror to see if I look cool. And I hate that. But I feel like I often have to do one of these, pull it down over my pull it down the nose, even though I don't think I've ever done that in my life. Also do a little flip up, like whoa.
Hey.
And then also, do a little Dwayne Johnson, raise the eyebrow, see how that looks. And just see if I look cool doing any of those. And if I do, I buy those sunglasses.
Interesting. That's a good method. I have not tried that.
I don't really recommend doing it because you can't really try sunglasses on in private. It is always in public. Yeah. So everybody has to see you making those faces into the mirror.
It's funny because I don't really make faces in the mirror, but I don't think I've ever bought sunglasses the way one should.
You going on OfferUp? What are you doing?
I buy my sunglasses at the drugstore. I just go and they've got like the tiniest little mirror there so that you can't tell how you look at all. Yeah. And I just know that like I could see without putting them on if it's the style I normally wear, and then I'll try them on to make sure they're not super uncomfortable. And then I just buy them for $7.99. But when I was looking up all these, what are the cool what'll make me look cool sunglasses, I was like, well, where do people buy sunglasses? And one of the top spots people recommended was Target. And you know how we love a Target.
Yeah.
So I went to Target. I'm looking all around. They put them in with the regular glasses in their little glasses shop that has an attendant there. So you have to walk into the boutique area where it's super bright and there's just no one shopping, just one attendant there waiting for you to make your move. And so I didn't.
Yep, that sounds like what I would have done.
And I didn't buy sunglasses. I just walked around squinting a lot.
I'm trying to remember where I bought my last pair of sunglasses. I probably should have grabbed my sunglasses before we started recording. But
They're over there somewhere.
yeah, I'll probably go get them. And
We
since
could
we
put
already have to make edits, why not?
I guess that was the original thing we were joking about, is are we supposed to wear sunglasses through the whole episode? We should put our sunglasses on and then have a very funny part, and we'll pull that as a clip.
yeah, it's really stressed being funny.
Hold back the funny till then.
I normally buy sunglasses at like a Ross or a Marshall's or a TJ Maxx or a Burlington.
That's a good.
And I also know about myself that it's one of my least favorite traits is that I always act like nobody else knows about those stores except for me. So I always am like, there's this little store called Ross, Dress for Less.
Yeah.
You go check it out. Tell him Chris sent you.
I love Ross, and I've never thought to get sunglasses there, so I should check it out.
That's where I get wallets too.
It's a good spot. It's also a great spot if you ever end up needing some of that old cologne.
Yeah.
They sell brand new sealed colognes for like $30 cheaper than you'd get anywhere else. I don't know why. Just one of those Ross things. We were on a break.
That's right. Another one of those Ross things. Hashtag Ross things.
Hashtag Ross things. Yeah, it feels like that's a solid middle ground in between my drugstore shopping and going to like what I'm gonna call fancy, like Sunglass Hut, or just any store that's like, this is all we do.
Yeah,
we sell sunglasses, and we have ones that are $200.
Yeah,
and the $200 ones look like they're $5.
Absolutely.
Make your place your bets.
I don't know how much noise is coming through from the garbage truck that's like right outside my building, but
I'm not hearing anything.
Great.
So I know the Riverside's supposed to do a little bit of noise removal, so maybe it's taking care of business every day.
Why weren't we wearing sunglasses for that?
I once, speaking of Ray-Bans, I found a pair of Ray-Bans in a Target bathroom.
Oh, did you take them?
Which, maybe that's what people meant by Target's a good place to get sunglasses.
Right.
I can't remember.
It's a scavenger hunt. Like, you have to find them.
No, I do remember. Do you know what I did? This was weird. This was a very weird thing I did.
Okay.
I found a pretty nice looking pair of Ray-Bans in the men's bathroom at Target. And I was like, mine.
Yes.
Put them in my pocket.
To quote the seagulls from Finding Nemo, mine.
I'm walking around. I'm not wearing them because, the owner of these sunglasses is here.
Yeah.
And then the more I start thinking about it, the more I'm like, I shouldn't take these sunglasses. And I took them to the Lost and Found.
Oh, that's nice.
That's not like me.
They didn't even say like hey, if nobody claims this in a couple days. That's messed up.
The bulk of my experiences of being a good Samaritan and taking stuff to Lost and Found. Yeah, no reward.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Yep.
Nothing good comes from it.
A little appreciate you. A little pat on the back.
Hey, that'd be nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A pair of sunglasses that I have that I've never worn because they're a little too small for my face, and hey, you'll see why in a second. But I think that they look cool, or they would look cool if they fit me. Are a pair of cheap sunglasses that I got at the Sherman Oaks Castle Park like ticket arcade
Ah,
counter.
some ZZ Top style cheap
Yeah.
sunglasses.
Yes. They're a white frame, and then they're like orange on the side. And I went there with when I worked at IKEA. Every year our department would have like a bonding time, and so you would go to some location, and every employee gets like, I don't know, some like $20 per diem or whatever.
It's pretty fun.
Yeah, and so one year we went to Sherman Oaks Castle Park and played mini golf, and then
Oh, I've been there.
yes, and
I
then
forgot.
played in the arcade, and then
Mm-hmm.
cashed those tickets out, and I got a pair of cheap sunglasses, and then I got a like mini like tabletop bowling thing, like all the little tiny pins and a tiny little bowling ball,
Hell yeah.
that is still in the packaging. And
I was gonna say, if
have
you open
not
that, those
opened
are all
it.
gonna be lost immediately.
Yeah, have not opened it, and have had it for 6 years.
Oh wow, that's good stuff.
Same with those sunglasses. Had them for 6 years and have never worn them out in public because they're a little too small.
Ah, that reminds me that I did have I forget where they came from. Probably a similar situation. I had a pair of very cheap plastic sunglasses that similarly had orange. What do you call them? Arms?
I guess so.
What is there a word for that? The part that goes around the ear. So you got the
Um,
phrase. Calling them
yeah,
arms.
I don't know.
You can't stop me. They're hugging my head because they love me so much. Uh, those were kind of great. I would never. Those. It's like the style I would never buy myself. I don't know. I don't remember how I came across these. But I wore them out in public a couple of times and was like, I should just be more confident and just wear these because I don't know. They're. I got them for free and they're
Yeah.
probably more stylish than my aviators. Can I
Um,
be honest? I'm
yeah.
kind of afraid because my sunglasses are over there. I'm afraid to see myself in them. I feel like I'm going to put them on and then realize it live that these are awful.
Evan, I don't know how to tell you this, but that means you absolutely have to go put them
I
on.
know it's a
Um,
problem.
by
I
the
can
way,
still hear you if you want to keep talking.
I was gonna go get my
Uh,
sunglasses too.
all right.
But I will say they are not called arms; they are
Ooh.
called temples.
Oh, I thought you were going to say tendrils.
Ooh, that's better.
That'd be good.
Or tentacles. My eyeglass
Tentacles.
tentacles.
I'm gonna get those sunglasses.
Me too.
Here we go. We are pretty similar.
Yep.
That's funny. I'll say, as we wear these similar glasses, uh, I don't know at what point all aviators had this bar on top of them,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm sure it's necessary, but I do not like it. I think it looks silly.
Interesting. I don't mind it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All
It's
right.
never really jumped out at me as a problem.
Well, I
Uh,
guess I'm wrong then.
I guess so. Yeah. How do you feel seeing yourself in these glasses?
First, I feel like Ringo Starr.
Nice.
Peace and love. Second, I my first instinct was that doesn't look bad. Look okay. But then I realized like there is a factor of them that I don't like, which I have written in my notes. And I remember when I got these that this had this more than I wanted, and that is reflective lenses. You know, like when
Mm-hmm.
the outside is just like it's just. And for some reason, maybe it's the light that these look like completely reflective. All I can see in them is my computer monitor. But they're not really that reflective. I don't know. I don't know what's going on, but I try to avoid those kind of mirror lenses.
Sure.
Yeah. I feel just generally uncomfortable wearing sunglasses. Feels like a
See, I
statement.
feel the opposite.
You feel
I
cool?
feel cool.
Damn.
As far as clothing goes, or like accessories or whatever, the sunglasses are an easy, like, in my mind, sunglasses equal cool. I don't know
Hey,
why, but that's just the equation um
that's
that is in my brain.
yeah. Sunglasses, cigarettes. It's all Joe Camel
Yeah.
or Joe
I
Cool.
think camels are cool.
I think camels are cool. They hold water in their backs.
Yeah,
Mm.
must be nice.
Must be nice. Call me thirsty.
Um, I will say that
Hmm.
I don't just have this pair of
What?
sunglasses with me. I have the pair that came from
Ooh.
Sherman Oaks Castle Park.
Those are
Here we
fun.
are. Yeah.
Those are, and that is like exactly what I was talking about. So honestly, probably the exact same sunglasses, except mine had black frames on the front and orange on the side. And
Okay.
it's like they look like, yeah, they look like cheap plastic sunglasses you would get at an arcade. But it does. Whereas the other sunglasses are like you're cool. These sunglasses are like you're fun. You walk into a
Yeah.
party with those, and it's like, oh shit,
Yeah.
who
These are
brought Chris?
definite. Yeah, definite.
Party guy.
Party guy glasses.
Party guy.
I do. Yeah, I mean, I like wearing sunglasses. I'm gonna put on the other pair, because those are a little too small. But I do like wearing sunglasses. Um, but it is just it's that hassle of, like, I would have to put either get prescription sunglasses and have two separate pairs of glasses,
Yeah.
that I would have to remember to, like, bring with me,
Mm-hmm.
because I have two different pairs of, like, regular glasses right now, but I don't have to bring both of them everywhere.
Yeah.
Um, and or I'd have to put in contacts, and sometimes my eyeballs are like, "Why did you put these in?"
Why? Another option from when I was a teenager that I did have clip-ons.
Oh yeah, that to me is similar to
Basically the exact same thing.
the flip
That's
sunglasses,
kind
where,
of yeah.
like,
You
sure,
might
it's
as well.
practical, but
You might as well
I
just
don't
be
want
carrying
this.
around another pair of glasses.
Yeah.
It's not that practical. Yeah, that is a tough one. Or just get yourself some LASIK.
Sure.
Get it over with.
Get those lasers.
Get those lasers. You'd be like Cyclops.
Yes.
Reverse Cyclops.
Reverse cyclopagy. Is
Scott
that something?
Winters.
Yeah, so basically if I'm buying these sunglasses, right?
Mhm.
I put them on,
Yeah.
and then I'm also going to do a little bit of this. I'll do like one of those. I'll do, some of this to see what it's like when my eyebrows are moving around. Do a little bit of this, try and look cool, try and look sexy in the mirror. And whichever pair of sunglasses looks the least cringy, that's the one I get.
Yeah, that's I guess the way to go. I think the whole shopping or lack of shopping experience has made me, and the fact that I chose to go out not wearing sunglasses over just wearing the sunglasses I have, made me realize that I don't feel cool in sunglasses. I don't feel comfortable in sunglasses, and that's bad. This is the thing I'm on right now. Is like I should own like a piece of every type of clothing and or accessory that
Okay.
I would be comfortable wearing. You know what I mean? That
Yeah.
like I feel like I look good in this. I get very focused, like a lot of people. Shirts, pants. Like I want to feel comfortable with my shirt. I want to feel comfortable with my pants. Really want to
Yes.
feel comfortable with my pants. But it's like Well, okay. There's a part of me that's like, this is its own episode, and I don't want to go too far into it. But like that also made me realize since I've been shaving my head, I sunscreen my head every day, but I normally wear a baseball cap. I'm not gonna wear a baseball cap in a fancy shirt. Shit.
Right.
What am I gonna do? Because I'm not. Even if I change my mind and start growing the hair back, it's still not full head coverage. And as soon as I get a little bit older, it'll just get there. So I gotta settle on a hat. I gotta settle on an old man hat or a bald guy hat.
Fedora.
I don't want to wear a fedora.
Yeah, because of the societal implications.
It doesn't. It's not a good look. Which oddly,
it's not Indiana Jones anymore.
It oddly is a very good look, but
yeah,
not anymore.
Especially with our facial or like head shape.
Yeah.
A lot of fedoras fit really well.
Yeah.
But then you've got to be guy in a fedora.
Exactly.
And
I can't do that.
Society has ruined that.
I was looking, and I think I'm gonna get one. I'm gonna save up, get a good one. Panama hats. Just kind of like in
Is it
between.
Just Van Halen merchandise?
Panama. They're made of like straw, so it's like a straw hat.
Okay.
It's in between like a fedora and a cowboy hat, but you can also there's a planter.
Oh, okay.
Panama hats, which are more like just flat around the brim. I thought those were interesting too. So I think that might just be my commitment move.
Yeah.
And just see how it goes.
That's exciting. I hope we do an
scary.
episode on hats.
I hope we do too. Maybe I'll in the near future, I'll go hat shopping. I'll go to a hattery, and we'll do an episode about hats.
Make sure it's not a hatchery.
Oh, that would be terrible.
Because they sound similar. That's the joke I'm making.
Putting little baby chicks on my head, and they'll be like, "Get out of my store!" Yep, I can see it now. Maybe you come to the hattery with me. Who knows? That could be a fun time.
I'll have to not be sick with some random virus for once, but yeah, that'd be fun.
Been a while.
Yeah.
Well, sunglasses. Did I have any other major sunglass thoughts? I mean, I told the story a long time ago about walking into that guy's house and forgetting I was wearing sunglasses, and I've done that a few times in my life where you just kind of walk, and maybe it's like because I wore sunglasses when I was because I wore glasses as a teenager. Like having glasses on, period, is not a totally foreign feeling to me. So it's not like, oh, these are something different. Now I take them off. I don't know. I just walk around, and then you're the guy wearing sunglasses indoors, like we both are right now. Couple of
I'm glad that you mentioned that because it reminded me of something that I wanted to ask.
Thank God.
If you're wearing sunglasses, maybe let's say you scootered somewhere on your sexy lime scooter.
Hell yeah.
And you wear sunglasses out there because it's bright while you're on your scooter. You want to not be impairing your vision while on the scooter.
Hell no.
And then you arrive at your destination.
Yes.
Where, when you get inside the building, are you putting your sunglasses? Are you a top of head guy? Are you clip them to the shirt collar? Are you just stuffing them in your pocket? Or are you just white knuckle holding them the whole time?
That's a funny option. I like it. I'm definitely not. If I'm not comfortable just wearing sunglasses in public, generally, I'm not going to be comfortable wearing them on my head. I've done the shirt, hang them off the shirt thing. I did that for a while, and then I started not liking doing that. So now I just clip them similarly on my pocket. So I just put the ear tendril in. They're tendrils now. And have them there, so it's not like a point of discussion. Otherwise, I will put them in my pocket. Most of the time, I'll leave them in the car and just deal with it.
Yeah, that's why I insisted this scenario be on the scooter, because I was like, yeah,
Well,
you probably
I
leave them in the.
forgot.
There you go. I would say that I don't like having them on clipped onto my collar. I find it
Nah,
uncomfortable, and it like rubbing up against me. Like, get
yeah.
out of here.
It's,
I would be more comfortable with them up, but that only lasts for so long. Before I'm like, why
what are we
are my
doing?
sunglasses still up here?
This isn't a hat.
But I'm afraid of them getting damaged
Yeah,
by other people if they're clipped in like my pocket, like you're saying.
totally.
Um, so it would either be having them up here. I don't know if you have ever felt this way when you used to or if you've ever done this, but it feels like, even though it should do the opposite, it feels like it takes a like it draws away from the follicle challenges that we might have. I'm not saying that like everybody's like, whoa, look at all that hair you've got. But it feels
That
like
weird shaped hair.
it's a distraction.
Yeah.
Because you're focused up here instead of right here.
Yeah.
But
Like my eyes are down here.
exactly. No, I say my eyes are up here, and I point at the
My eyes are up here
sunglasses.
now.
But yeah, so I don't. It would either be up here like this, or I'd be white knuckle holding them.
I'm wearing a button up shirt. This feels relatively comfortable. But the other thing
Yeah.
that I'll always try if I am wearing a button up shirt is stuffing them in the front pocket, but they just bulge out and look stupid. I never
Yeah,
do, but
and
I try it every time.
sometimes it rubs up against the nip, and I don't want that.
And I do.
Finally, some way that we're different.
Yay! Evan got weird. Have we learned things?
No.
I will say what I want.
I guess we learned what's fashionable,
We learned
even if we don't like
about
it.
Diff Cody sunglasses, and I'm not going to promise that I don't go out and buy some of those.
You should buy some with your Panama hat.
Yeah.
And then we can really yeah. I think that we should do not that we need to talk about this on mic, but we should do a makeover episode where somebody who knows what they're doing takes us to look as fashionable as possible.
That stresses me out.
Yeah. And a big part of what stresses me out about it is I don't know who the hell would do that.
I'm sure I know some people. Wow. That'd be a fun episode. Unfortunately, for the listeners, a mostly visual episode.
Well, maybe that'll be the first video episode that we put on our YouTube channel.
Before we fully ramp down, the one thing I was going to say that I want to learn that we didn't, but maybe we can really fucking quick, and I don't think we have the answer to it, is that my instinct has always been I've always bought cheap sunglasses. I always break them very quickly. They bend the ear. I'm very quick to like the tendrils will get a little bit bent, and then the sunglasses will never fit comfortably ever again. But I'll continue wearing them for like 10 years till they snap in half. Is it actually smarter to be buying cheap sunglasses, or are nice sunglasses built better and I won't break them as often?
Well, this is like what came first, the chicken or the egg?
Yeah,
because it feels in a way like both are true. That I do think that the more expensive ones are probably built better.
Yeah,
but I also think that you're still gonna break them. So
true.
I guess it's how often do you want to buy them versus how much do you want to spend each time, I guess.
Yeah. Well, I have a lot of money.
Great.
I wish I did. I don't. Rude.
I also wish that I had a lot of money.
I'll say I looked these up. The Diff Cody glasses, not too crazy expensive, about $100, which is expensive for
That
compared to
feels
how
expensive,
I
for sure.
buy
Well, definitely
sunglasses,
more
but in the
expensive than
realm of how much you can
$7.99.
spend on sunglasses, could be worse. I'm gonna consider it. I'm gonna do something crazy. We gotta wrap this up. I think we did it.
I think we did it as well. And something now that you, the listener, can do is check us out on a variety of podcasting outlets: Spotify, Amazon Music,
Wahoo.
Apple Podcasts,
Yippee.
Pocket Casts,
Meow.
howdowehuman.com, all sorts of places that you can listen to us. And most of those places also give you the opportunity to leave a review or a rating.
Yes, we love that.
Please drop those 5 stars.
Please.
You can subscribe or follow or whatever those places prompt you to do so that you never miss another episode. We've got new ones coming out every single Monday.
Then what are you
We're
doing
also...
that's so busy? You're so busy,
Yeah, what are
Go
you
write a
doing?
review.
Yes,
Give us
how
5
easy
stars.
is it to be
Subscribe.
like 5 stars? We love these humans.
Yeah.
See how easy that was?
5 stars. They told me to do it. That's all we're asking
Yes.
for at this point.
That's all. Yes. Yeah, leaving 5 stars so that they can finally shut up about it.
Yeah, and we will. If one person leaves us a review, we will never ask
Go
for
be number
another.
8 or whatever number we're on.
Who knows where we're at now?
Who knows? We're still in those single digis. You could be the one that helps us break into double dig.
Double dig.
But you could also check us out on a variety of social media platforms. You can check us out on Instagram at How Do We Human.
Ooh, we got a handle.
You can follow us on Twitter at How Do We Human Pod.
Hey, we tweet those tweets.
Check us out on Facebook at How Do We Human.
I don't think you're ready for that handle.
You can also send us an email to howdowehumanpod@gmail.com.
The best part of that handle is that it's an email.
Nice.
Thank you.
Evan, do you have anything else that you would like to plug?
I've been thinking a lot about water bottles.
Okay.
You use a water bottle?
I have this one here. This is
You got a straw?
This is my water. No, it's man. Didn't realize the shot was so tight for this, but you unscrew here and pop it open that way.
Exactly the same.
Oh, that was right into the mic.
Because we are the same person. I'm like, in a water bottle. I was thinking, like, what do I need in a water bottle? It's a very specific set of features.
Yeah.
I don't want out of a water bottle. I want it to have the metallic inside so that it keeps water cold. I like having a spout. I hate the ones where I'm just open mouth because we did a whole episode on spilling because I'm a mess.
Yeah.
I feel like I can't ever get like this. What I have is as close as I can get to what my mind understands a water bottle can be, but it doesn't feel like I'm there yet. It feels like there's somewhere better.
Okay.
Water bottle utopia.
Yeah.
Sure.
There's got to be a better way.
I'm just saying, how many of these water bottle companies are still running R&D teams? Research and development. We haven't seen an exciting water bottle switch up since the Swell bottle took over for some fucking reason. And I still don't know what that water bottle is going to be. But it's going to be a lot of water, one bada.
Okay. I like
A
that.
lot of water, one bada.
Yeah. You're going to chant that at baseball games, right?
La one bada. That's fucking right. More details to come when I figure out, what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Chris,
Mm-hmm.
what you got going on?
I'm getting back into the podcasting game.
Were you out?
Of course I've still been doing this podcast, but I plugged something like this a while ago. And I don't remember for what show it was. But you may have noticed there are a lot of TV show watch
Yes.
along podcasts. New Girl, Scrubs,
Yes.
The Office. I just
Correct.
yesterday was hearing an ad for Pod Meets World, the Boy Meets World watch along podcast. And I pitched a watch along podcast for a show, and again, I don't remember what it was, but it's time for me to get back in the game.
Hell
And so I am proud to announce Potimal Practice, the Animal Practice watch along podcast, where the show's creators and Crystal the monkey
Yes.
watch back those 9 episodes of that show, the 6 that aired and the 3 that were unaired.
I love that.
So they watch those episodes and get all the behind the scenes details. What
There's got
was
to be
it
so
like
many.
in 2012 making that show that is popular as a punchline?
Yeah.
So yeah, go ahead and check out Potimal Practice with produced by me, but with Alessandro Tanaka, Brian Gatewood, and Crystal the monkey.
All the names
And
you know and love.
maybe we'll get, and I found this out as I was researching this. Maybe we'll get the executive producers, Joe and Anthony Russo, to guest on the podcast.
Maybe.
Those famous directors who have made what is, I'm not sure if it's still the number 1 movie of all time or number 2, but I'd love to get them on to really pick their brain about producing those 9 episodes of Animal
Yeah.
Practice.
They don't seem busy.
No.
I was wondering when you said if you just called it Animal Podcast, would that be enough for people to know what it is? But then I looked up Animal Podcast, and its description is a look at different types of animals: cows, butterflies, bunnies, and more.
I don't know that those are the 3 animals I would have put up front. Cows, butterflies, bunnies, and more.
And more. Take it up with Catherine. She's the host.
I will
read out the 5 episodes they only ever put out.
Yeah, can you tell me when they were put out too?
Oddly, the last episode came out. It was 2021, but
Okay.
it did come out on September 11th.
Oh, interesting. Maybe it's a once a year
So we got an
podcast so that you
episode,
never forget to listen to it.
October 2020, December, May, September. So it's just whenever we feel like
Whenever we feel like talking about an animal.
These are 10 to 20 minute long episodes. There's cows, monarch butterflies, more butterflies, bears, and bees.
So no bunnies.
No bunnies.
That's...
Never got to the
I got
bunnies.
some questions for her, so...
We got to more butterflies before bunnies.
Let's reach out to her and see if we can get her on the podcast.
And do an episode about bunnies.
I love it.
That'd be pretty funny.
But
bunnies
we're
are
both
funny.
too introverted to reach out to her, so it'll
We
never
sure
happen.
are, Catherine.
Okay.
Hope you're a listener.
Okay. Bye.